Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Miracle Morning Mastermind. Coach Fard Bell here, Sacramento, California, by way of Washington, D.C. And I am the born CEO of Fard Bell Incorporated. Welcome. This is brought to you by the Born CEO movement, where our mission is to inspire, empower, and equip purpose-driven people to become financially independent and to do what they were born to do. We have a introduction when we say, I am the born CEO of First Name, Last Name Incorporated. We are declaring that you are the born CEO of the gifts, the resources, and the dream that has been entrusted to you. And you're dedicating your life to maximizing all that you've been given to fulfill your assignment. And so if you're new to the community and you're watching this, write down, I am the born CEO, emphasis on am, I am the born CEO, and then put your first name, your last name, and incorporate it. And that's the introduction. We're not talking about a business, but we're talking about the business of our lives. And so welcome. Yesterday, we had a very powerful conversation about overcoming sabotage, overcoming self-sabotage. And it was so powerful. During our coaching office hours, I went a little bit deeper into the concept as well. And it's really breakthrough. In fact, today I want to share a couple of things. For those, again, who are new to the community, we fulfill our mission in a few different ways. We have a nonprofit, Born CEO Leadership Academy, and we provide a free personal development meetup every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So that'll be today. So if you made a list of a few people that you think would benefit from this community, jot those names down, adults, but also some teenagers. Who do you know who has teenagers, some young people, some high schoolers that are our future world changers? And so invite them as well. They can register at BornCEO.com/meetup, BornCEO.com/meetup. That's one of the ways that we give back, that we make a difference in people's lives and that we fulfill the mission. Another way is through coaching for those who understand acceleration and say, you know what? Great achievers have great mentors and coaches on purpose. Great achievers are willing to invest in their growth and their mentorship. I have seen my life transform so many times over because I was willing to invest in myself, time, energy, effort, and money. I've invested well over $500,000, not including college, in my personal development and mentorship and masterminds. And so we have a life-changing, business-changing, um, uh, identity enhancing coaching program as well. You can find those details at BornCEO.com. On the menu, click services, and we invite those who may be watching this to join the coaching program. And anybody you know who may be looking for that, have them join the coaching program. We've got a powerful retreat coming up in San Diego. It's going to be amazing. Beach House, San Diego, August 4th through the 6th. And then we're probably going to do a breakthrough summit on Friday, August the 7th in San Diego, California. Some of you participated in the New Orleans Breakthrough Summit. Some of you were at the first breakthrough session we had in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on that Sunday morning. And it's going to be amazing as we take the Born CEO movement from city to city as well. So let's talk about it. Before I jump into anything, some of you were on yesterday morning or this week. You've been practicing what you've been learning about goal achievement, goal setting, goal planning, goal achievement. Some of you have been having some breakthroughs. Let's hear from you all first. What have you been learning? What has been helping you? And what's next? What's your next question? Or so we want to hear what is working for you, what's helping you, what breakthrough you've been having, and what questions you may be having in terms of going to your next level. So who wants to kick us off and let us know what has been impacting you lately?
My name is Rachel Kramer, and I am the born CEO of Rachel Kramer Incorporated. And so I just real super quick, I just wanted to say that I um, implemented the pushing through instead of self-sabotaging. So instead of sitting, I just acknowledge now that I realize what I'm doing. So it was just an acknowledgement, and I'm grateful for that. And so I just pushed through yesterday and and stepped out and just did it, instead of self-sabotaging. Thank you.
Everybody show some love to Miss Rachel Kramer. Congratulations on pushing through to your breakthrough. Sometimes that's it. When life tries to put up some resistance, just resist it and let it flee. So good. So good. So good. Who else? Anybody else?
Great morning, Coach. Did you see me struggling with my phone? Dr. Carolyn Mack, Washington, D.C., and I am the born CEO of Carolyn D. Mack Incorporated. And one of the things when I open myself up to what's around me to avail myself of this group and other groups, things really start to open up for me and to come into just kind of crystallize and become very clear. And just listening to yesterday and how to and thank you, Miss Kramer, for being so transparent and giving that great analogy about pulling on the rope and just pulling it and pulling it and pulling it and getting almost there and then just letting the rope go. And that was really impactful for me. And just, noting that I stop and start. I start, I do well for a while, and then I stop. And it's just like what you were saying, Coach, about, bringing yourself back to that level where you're comfortable instead of pushing through and saying, nope, this is working, it's changing me, I feel the change, and I'm going to continue to lean into the change. And that is exactly what I'm doing, is leaning into the change and knowing that, yeah, it's easy to be comfortable and not do the things that you know to do, and not to step out and step up and just do the activity that is going to get you to the results. And it's not hard, because once I get started, it's easy to do. And I was listening to Jim Rohn this morning. It's like, just doing the simple things just for 5 minutes. You do it for 5 minutes and you'll find that you can continue doing it for another 10 minutes or so. But just say, I'm just going to do this thing for 5 minutes. I'm going to make phone calls for 5 minutes, and making it small bites. 30 minutes sometimes can feel very overwhelming to me, and but 5 minutes, I can do anything for 5 minutes. And I was just sitting here before coming on this morning and thinking about how I used to really be a huge time Nazi. I mean, I would schedule my stuff down to like 5 minute increments, and it drove my family nuts. It really did. And so I backed off of that. And I'm like, you used to be that girl. you should be that girl again because it will serve you in this time of your life. And so now I'm working on getting back to being that girl. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Uh-oh, watch out, world. Let's show some love for Dr. Carolyn Mack. Congratulations in advance. So good. The CEOs are taking over, taking charge. Anybody else?
Great morning, Coach Patrick Powell, by the way of Jamaica, New York, now residing in Phoenix, Arizona. That makes me a Jamaican, and I am the born CEO of Patrick Powell Incorporated. And Dr. Mack, I know you didn't unmute, but we could see your head moving, so we know it was the born CEO. But after yesterday, if you notice, Coach, I had to take out my shirt and I had to put it on, my Born CEO shirt. It was a great day. And sometimes, as I said to you, I find myself in a comfort zone. But after yesterday's training or coaching, I am a different person because I'm digging my house, because life throws things at you. And sometimes when it comes, you just want to have a pity party sometime. But I have to really get out of it, and I am getting out of it and to do what is necessary to live my life and accomplish my purpose and my dream. So once again, I just want to say thanks, because when we open up, as Miss Kramer did, a lot of things come up because sometimes we keep it with inside us. We don't want anybody to know. But we are a family here. And when we come, we need to come with the truth. Yes, we're doing good. No, we're not good. Or in other words, if you twist it, I'm creeping, or I'm walking, or I'm running. So basically, thank you again, Coach.
Absolutely. Let's put up some hearts for Mr. Patrick Powell. And Mr. Powell showed up for the Q&A office hours on Wednesdays. And was that not a powerful session? Woo!
Coach, last night, I took all my notes and I was in the bed and I was going over everything, writing it, but uh, that was more than a Scud missile that was dropped, because it was a great, great opening. Great opening. You know, sometimes in this business, in our networking business or whatever we do, we just follow one tradition. But when you have a coach as experienced as you and open doors and showing us that it's possible by just changing certain words, how you do things, build a relationship with people, listen to them, find out what is some of their dreams, what are some of their goals. You understand me? It makes a big difference, because sometimes, and I'm just talking for myself, I'll see somebody, and for my networking business, I just want them just to sign the paper and say, listen, hey, let's go. Okay? But when you realize and know that you got to let the people and trust you, know more about you, sit down, drink a cup of coffee or something, just have a talk. It goes a far way. Because last night, after I got off the call, I have like about 4 customers. And I called them up and I said, listen, hey, how you doing? And we started having a conversation. And I said to them, I said, well, listen, hey, I'm on a campaign run right now. Is it possible you're using the service? Can you at least recommend at least 3 people to me? And they said, oh, okay, I'll think about it. And I said, I'll reward you for that. So, I'm working on things like that. But yesterday, coach, that was awesome training you did yesterday with me. And I
I
said,
look forward. I look forward to seeing what's about to happen in your business over the next
sure.
30 to 90 days.
Yes, sir.
All right, my friend. So good. Anybody else? So a couple of
Sir,
things. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, um, when like when I said yesterday morning, I said as this, I want to be transparent, and I really, I really wasn't going to say anything because I didn't know, you know, I don't know why, but I almost didn't. But something kept telling me, you wrote it down, ask him about it, and then there was such a ripple effect from that, that others really needed to hear that. And so I encourage you, that is in range of my voice, if you have something to say, please don't keep it to yourself, because you never know what it's going to do for somebody else. Thank you,
Mm,
back to you, Coach.
so real. So real and well said. Those are some of our best sessions. See, I'm not the guy that just shows up and y'all about to hear something funny and strange. I don't like talking just to be talking. I am not an extrovert. In fact, it's possible I could show up to a space like this and have nothing to say. That's not how my gift works. God uses strange things and strange people to do amazing things. And so I'm not the person that you would have ever said as a kid will grow up to be any kind of speaker about anything. I didn't talk at home. At my house, I didn't talk. My sister used to talk for me. She would translate. I needed a translator because I was too shy to talk at home. And I didn't feel like I had anything to say. And I'm an introvert. So most of my world is inner anyway. So the way the gift, so if you ever experience something profound from me, you know it's from God. It's coming through me, not from me. Typically, I have learned a lot of things. I've learned some skills, and those would be great trainings, right? But if you're talking about you're experiencing something transformational, something that's really impacting you on a deep level, that's usually coming from the gift, and the gift is activated. Oh, I'm about to say something. This is for somebody, and this may help you with your own gifts as well. I'm talking about spiritual gifts, whether you know it or not. We all have we have spiritual gifts that we've been given, different ones. And one of my spiritual gifts that I flow in is the gift of teaching. But when I think of certain gifts are activated, if y'all remember Samson, he wasn't just walking around strong all day long. The gift was activated at certain times, and then his strength would increase drastically at certain times. That image just kind of popped in my head. Sometimes people flow in the gift on a regular basis. Sometimes the gift is activated by something. When I think about spiritual gifts being activated, I think about when the woman with the issue of blood said, if I can just touch his garment, I'll be healed. And Jesus was walking through the crowds with all these people bumping against him, tons of people bumping against him, brushing against him. And then he said, who touched me? And the disciples looked at him like he was crazy. Like, what do you mean, who touched you? Everybody's touching you. And he said, no, I felt the power come from me. That means when she touched him, she had such desire and such faith that it activated his gift and released his gift to her. So, because of her desire and her faith, she pulled out his anointing, she pulled out his gift. There's another passage that said Jesus himself went through an entire city, and it says but he could do no miracles there because of their unbelief. What does that tell you about certain gifts? That means somebody as gifted as Jesus could walk through a city, and if nobody has enough desire and belief to pull on the gift, they could receive nothing because of their own unbelief. So something powerful happens when you've got a burning desire to know something and you believe that the answer is there. You'll be surprised what you can pull out. So when what Miss Kramer just shared, when something is on your mind or your spirit, you've got a challenge, you've got a struggle. Some of our best sessions are when somebody opens up in transparency and vulnerability and they share it. And what comes out is a blessing to all of us. Dr. Mack, something's going on with your sound.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
It's choppy.
It's choppy. All right, let me turn off my
Now
camera.
you sound good. Now you sound good.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just stay here then. One of the things that I know, and one of my personal struggles is that wanting to disappear when you're struggling, when the struggle is at its peak, or you feel like I just can't seem to get over this, and it's a form of embarrassment where I don't feel like I don't want to say it because you want to believe, or you're telling yourself that no one else is having this challenge and it's only me. I'm the only one. I'm the one that's with this issue. And, you know, that's the one time when it's like, to break free of whatever's holding me back, I need to say something about it, because you can't get help. You know what they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. So you can't change what's going on with you unless you let someone in to see it, and someone who can address it. So that's one of the things that I know is, like, silence is not golden. It's a way of holding yourself hostage to whatever's going on inside of you, or and it keeps you from moving yourself forward. So if
Ooh.
you're having this thing, keep going. Say it.
Mm, so good. Put up some hearts for Dr. Mack. And we have overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the power of our testimony. The power of our testimony. I'm telling you, sometimes some breakthroughs require you to speak your way out of that breakthrough. Speak your way out of the mud. Speak your way out, which leads to the 3 tips I want to give today. Tip number 1, upgrade your environment. Upgrade your environment. I have a few phrases I use when I'm going into transformation, especially in a new year. Some of those phrases are a new me for the new year. That's one of my mantras every year. What's the new me like? I'm going into the new year with a new me. Did anybody ever like start a new school year and you either were the person or you saw the people that get like a whole new wardrobe for the new year? That was you, Dr. Mack, right? A new me for the new year. Anybody ever seen or been or seen the type of person that if they're about to go on vacation, they rearrange the house so when they come back, they're coming back to a whole new home, new environment, right? If you're going to a new level in life, I want I want you to upgrade your environment to match the new level, or to support the new level, and to remind you that all things are being made new. I'm not going back into my old environment and my old habits, my old behaviors, new environment. So I've rearranged my house recently just to create a new space for the new me to get into these new habits and routines, to support the new habits, the new routines. It's a reminder every morning now in my new environment, like, wow, okay, this is new, this is fresh. I'm in a new space. So upgrade your physical environment. Your physical environment is what I'm talking about. Number two, upgrade the people around you to support your new level. Upgrade the people around you to support your new level. Who are the new people, new mentors, new audio books, new voices, new affirmations, new communities, new networks, online or offline? What can you do to upgrade the people around you to match your new level? What kind of people does the new you, people like the new you, what kind of people do they surround themselves with? If you need to put aside some money so you can join certain seminars or masterminds or go to certain events, upgrade the people around you, be creative. And number three, supercharge your declarations. Supercharge your declarations, like your affirmations, your daily affirmations, your daily declarations that remind you of who you are, but make sure your declarations change your behavior. Not just remind you of where you're going and who you are and why you must go. So your declarations should remind you of who you are, where you're going, and why you must go. It should set your mind on autopilot, but it also should change your behavior today. Make sure your declarations and affirmations help you change your behavior today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, just today, to match the new person that you're operating as. So when I say supercharge, I am the born CEO. That attitude, I am the born CEO of Fard Bell Incorporated. I do love the results I get from my daily exercise routine. I do love the results I get from my daily platinum habits. I am the healthiest I have ever been. I do feel amazing, healthy, fit, and strong. I am full of gratitude and joy in every area of my life. It's that I do. So affirmations and declarations about who you are and about what you do. Make sure you got some declarations that reinforce your today's activities, your new routines for today, and use it to shift you into a new behavior. That's why we put the attitude on it. I am. I do. And then we allow ourselves to feel it because motion leads to emotion and emotion leads to motion. So use the emotion of it, visualize it, emotionalize it, and get into activity immediately when you charge up your affirmations. Have a great day. Love you all. Make it a powerful day today. We'll catch you next time.
Love you all and God bless us.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everyone.